So now guys, we have a generic photo of a muscular guy here. He's not super, big muscles or something, but they look kind of good. I mean, they are there, they're visible. Those here, those saturations, or yeah, here in the side, they are not visible in most people. Only in most shredded people they are visible, but since we are making, for example, characters for games or some superheroes, I like to do some monsters also, this will be of use for us. Because we have to know all the muscles. Even we have to be able to invent some muscles if we know how the muscles work. And most of the time muscles are going, I told you, never do parallel muscles. Because I've seen sometimes in some places parallel muscles, it's amazingly bad looking. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Let's see here. So, this guy. Oops, okay. So he has the traps. He has a long neck, pretty long neck, even longer than our guy, which is very nice. And he has this thing here, which is the clavicle and part of the scapula probably. But who knows? Nobody. Oops. And we have the shoulder, sharp, and then down, like this. You see? So, sharp this way, and then down. And since our hand or arm will be not like his down, and our will be like here on the side, and the shoulder will be a little bit more pronounced and will be more like this. Yes, something like this. Then we have very big shoulders here, very big ones, very long shoulders, which is cool. I mean, this guy particularly has made a little bit of a hunch in the back, so his abdominal muscles are more visible, and his muscles, even though they are pretty symmetrical, I mean, kind of looking symmetrical, because most of the time they're absolutely asymmetrical on most people, but this guy, since probably he's a model, he has pretty symmetrical muscles, although not exactly. But you see, those here are small, the other ones on the bottom, below them, are bigger, and those are kind of the same size in this case. You can see a lot of variety in this abdominal muscles. Yeah, and we have to make them, like, you see, a little bit of a area which is not that wide, and then this width. Let me try that again, like this, and then this width, and then go down and be a little bit like this, and here in the middle, and then the navel or the belly button will be just below the third row. So 1, 2, 3 rows, and below it or in the line of those will be the belly button. Never do it above. It will be kind of weird. There are people, maybe one in a few thousands, that will have the navel above here, but it's not worth it. And then we'll have those muscles in here. His are not super pronounced. And this, by the way, this thing here and here and here and this is just one muscle. But it's so in the anatomy references, ZBrush is saving very often. I'm not sure why, but you see in the anatomy references here that it's one muscle, just one. And this is another muscle. Of course, this is from the back coming, and this is a muscle that's attaching to the ribs in this area, and that this is attaching to the ribs a little bit more in front of. So this blue, dark blue one is attaching in front of this on the ribs, and it's attached also to the scapula in the back. So he's helping the scapula to go front a little bit, or yeah, he's also helping to make this kind of motion down. It's almost like pull up, but not exactly. It's yeah, there are some exercises for this. is helping the scapula. What else? Okay, and this muscle is not attached here to anything except for the pelvis in the bottom. You see here, pelvis. It's attached to the pelvis, and then it's attached to this fascia here, which also contains the muscles of the abdomen, abdominal muscles, the six-pack, or in some cases like mine, no pack. But it's, I mean, I'm not fat, but just my muscles are not that visible. And they are not that strong. Maybe I'm not training them. I should train them. But not now. Not now. Okay. Let's go and look at the back here. Again, just a regular back. Backpack. Okay. Sometimes it just don't work as intended. Okay, so you see, okay, I cannot. This is the traps here, and they're going here is the area where the scapula is meeting the clavicle in the front. So the clavicle is barely visible here. And then the scapula. So the hands of this guy are like on the side. So the scapula is not exactly from here to here as it is when the hands are normally placed, or the arms. And so I paused the video because they are making some kind of a thing. Whatever, doesn't matter. There can be some noises which will come from nowhere. It doesn't matter. I will talk louder, so those noises won't be that visible or hearable, whatever. So let's find the scapula here. It's very interesting. So you see this kind of a round shape here. We know that this is at the edge of the scapula and the corner, and also we have it around this area too. So this scapula will go from here, the edge of the scapula, or the spine of the scapula as people say, not like this. It will be, the scapula will go to here, and then here in this area as this muscle, so probably it will be around like this, the scapula. And this will be the traps. They will make this kind of a thing here, and we will see the seventh vertebrae. Yeah. So yeah, the fibers will go like this, and don't make the fibers something like, for example, this or something. The fibers are always from the spine to the scapula, and yeah, from the spine to the scapula, and the scapula is here. It's like this. Now the other scapula is from here to here. It's kind of visible, and then this edge, the bottom edge, will be around this area probably. So yeah, these are the noises that I told you about. Hopefully you can hear me from them. But yeah, sometimes, so this is this back muscle that goes through here and here, and it attaches to the pelvis. And these are the muscle body of this muscle is starting from here on, and here is just a fascia, which is very planar, very thin, and it's covering those muscles here, the big bulky mass in this area. Okay, I think it's kind of, yeah, this is the triceps, a little bit like a comma key, like a comma. This is the tendon of the triceps here. This is the bottom of the triceps. This is the elbow. This is the ulna coming from here. This will be the arm. The ulna will end around this area with this bulge. And then we'll have, of course, the pinky here and the other fingers like this, and the thumb, we can see it. So something like this in this area. Let's just, yeah, this is the back shoulder. It's bulky here because it's connected with some tendon. Then those shoulders are connected directly almost. And this is the front shoulder, by the way. It's visible here, which is strange. Or this is some kind of a, maybe on the side shoulder, I'm not sure. Let me just pause a bit and wait for this to go away. So yeah, let's continue. We have the triceps again here. It's going like down, and then from front a little bit this comes the ridge muscles. Then we have this tendon. Then we have the triceps here, the other head of the triceps, the third head protruding, then the ulnae starting, going up, and then go here, and this is the muscles that bend from below here, bend the arm, the hand, I mean. Yeah, this guy will not stop. I mean, why? Why? Stop this. I'm recording now. Okay. Whatever, so we have basically understood the back. Sometimes there is something that is like scapula is here, and then you see something going down like this, like protrusion again here. It will be those muscles here. They are attached to the scapula in the back. They are attached in the bottom of the scapula and going like this to the front, and they are going here, and they are covered by this guy here. That's going to the arm, so they are covered like this something, because it's going to the arm like probably here. Okay, a little bit interesting. We'll see. We'll see if you understand. Because you have to do assignment, do either male or female figure. Probably you should do a female figure by following my, of course, advice, my things. I don't like the arm, how it goes here. It should be thicker in the top, and then going like thinner in the bottom. Not too thin though, but whatever. And we are live again. Live again. So let's see. Yeah, it's looking kind of good. Although, not perfect. But perfect is a never-ending, you know, never-ending thing. You can never end to pursue perfection, but it's, I don't know, it's good. It's good to want to be perfect. It's fine. Oh, these guys again. Very good. Amazing, amazing. So here in the bottom of the abs, not like this, we will have some finishing of these muscles, and then it will continue to the edge of the pelvis in the bottom as a tendon mostly, and here we'll have some, you see this area, which is a little bit of a void, or not. Let's see. We have the legs here, but they will, okay, yeah, here we have a muscle from the pelvis, and the pelvis, the pelvis itself is here, and then I will show you the pelvis is from that area is going down and inward. So there are some muscles attached to this side too, but this side is not visible because it's inside. But exactly in this area where the pelvis ends and the fascia begins to cool down, and when this muscle ends, there is a little bit of a void. So we have to kind of do this void like this, and it will be fine. So yeah, that's kind of it for this thing. Let's make one more saturation. Yeah, I'm not very good with English, you know. Sometimes some words I just don't say, I cannot say them. Probably I don't know them, and I don't use them that often in my vocabulary. That's why it's difficult. So this area here, that where the shoulder and the chest meet, most of the time on a male is like this curvy. Why? Because the chest muscles are going inward and they're stuck below the shoulder muscle, the front shoulder, and they're making this kind of a bulge into the shoulder. And it's you will see it on very muscular guys, and I recommend you, if you want to make a Hulk or some kind of a monster or whatever, just watch Mr. Olympia and or seek Mr. Olympia in Google. Thank you. Muscular guys are, you know, the most muscular guys are those from Mr. Olympia or Mr. Universe or whatever. So we have this kind of a thing here, which is like a little square, which is the scapula, and then from it, front shoulder, the side shoulder mostly is coming from exactly it. The front shoulder, we know it's from the clavicle here, and we will continue in the next video because I cannot do this anymore with this noise. I don't know if you hear it, but probably you do. It's very difficult to unhear that. It's amazing, but they stop it sometimes, so it's cool. Okay, bye for now and see you in the next video.